Welcome to the incredible world of video games in April 2025. This month is packed with exciting releases that promise to take us on new adventures and epic challenges. From nostalgic remasters to innovative, creativity-filled projects, April has something for every gamer. Here, we'll explore titles like Koira, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Croc, Legend of the Gobos, and many more, along with their release dates and available platforms. Are you ready to discover the most anticipated experiences of this month? Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us as we dive into everything April 2025 has in store for the gaming community. It's time to power up those consoles and dive into the game. First, Koira. Immerse yourself in a unique visual and emotional experience with Koira, a game that takes us to explore a magical forest accompanied by a lost puppy. In this dialogue-free adventure, players will communicate through music and colors, facing puzzles and challenges that deeply connect with the narrative. Koira promises to be an introspective journey that touches players' emotions. Koira is an indie video game developed by the Belgian studio Tolima and published by Don't Nod. Available for PC and PlayStation 5, it stands out as one of the most emotional narrative experiences in the 2025 indie scene. Story and narrative. The story of Koira begins with the player awakening far from the heart of the forest in a magical winter environment. Upon hearing a puppy barking in the distance, the protagonist decides to embark on an adventure to rescue it. Together, they must navigate a forest filled with challenges, solve ancient puzzles, and find their way back home. The story is told without dialogue, using visuals and music as primary narrative tools, eliminating language barriers, and allowing any player to emotionally connect with the experience. Gameplay. The game combines exploration, puzzle solving, and stealth moments. Players interact with the puppy by feeding, caring for, and playing with it, strengthening the bond between the two characters. They must also explore diverse environments like shadowy groves, snowy hills, and dark caves, while avoiding dangers, such as hunters lurking in the shadows. The puzzles are designed to be accessible and creative, and players collaborate with the puppy to restore the ancient forest and activate mysterious monuments. Relaxed and heartwarming moments like building snowmen or playing hide-and-seek with the dog add a touch of tenderness to the experience. Art style and music. One of Koira's standout features is its unique art style, entirely hand-drawn using the Godot engine. The predominant color palette includes black and white tones, with red as a key visual element emphasizing important story moments. Music plays a fundamental role, acting as a storytelling mechanism that sets the mood for each scene and enhances moments of tension, calm, and emotion. The forest is imbued with musical elements that complement the gameplay experience, creating an immersive and moving atmosphere. A demo of the game is available on Steam, allowing players to experience a glimpse of its gameplay and narrative. Release date, April 17th, 2025. Platforms, PlayStation 5 and PC Steam. Second, Croc, Legend of the Gobos Remastered. The platforming classic that captivated a generation returns with completely renewed graphics and mechanics adjusted for modern players. In Croc, Legend of the Gobos Remastered, you'll become Croc, a brave crocodile embarking on a mission to save the adorable Gobos from the evil Dantinis. Featuring vibrant worlds filled with challenges, enemies, and secrets to discover. This remaster aims to recapture the magic of the original while introducing enhancements that make it even more accessible and fun. Perfect for nostalgic fans and new players alike. This is a revamped version of one of the most beloved 3D platformer classics. Developed by Argonaut Games, and originally published in 1997. This remaster brings back the magic of the original with updated graphics and gameplay improvements for a modern experience. Story and premise. The game follows the adventures of Croc, a brave crocodile raised by the lovable Gobos. When these tiny creatures are captured by the sinister Baron Dante and his army of Dantinis, Croc sets out on a mission to rescue them and restore peace to their world. Throughout his journey, Croc explores floating islands filled with challenges, enemies, and hidden secrets. The narrative, while simple, is imbued with a vibrant, childlike charm, perfect for all ages. This remaster retains the essence of the original, delivering a nostalgic and adventurous story to both new and veteran players. Gameplay and mechanics. As a classic platformer, Croc, Legend of the Gobos Remastered, retains the fundamental elements of the original while introducing key improvements to modernize the experience. The game also includes collectibles and secret levels, encouraging players to explore every corner of the map. Graphics and visual style. The remaster offers a complete graphical overhaul, featuring more detailed character models, vibrant environments, and modernized visual effects. The vivid colors and cartoon-style aesthetic preserve the original's essence, while benefiting from the power of next-generation consoles and PCs. Music and sound. The iconic soundtrack of the original game has been re-recorded with improved audio quality, maintaining the catchy melodies that accompany players throughout the adventure. Sound effects have also been updated to add depth and immersion. Platforms and release. Release date, April 2nd, 2025. Platforms, PC GOG, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Third, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Naughty Dog's masterpiece receives its definitive edition with The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. This remaster includes significant visual enhancements featuring next-generation graphics that highlight every detail, from environments to character expressions. It also introduces new gameplay modes like the roguelike No Return, which challenges players with unique mechanics and an extended narrative. Additionally, expanded accessibility options have been added to ensure everyone can enjoy this intense story of love, revenge, and humanity. This is an upgraded version of the award-winning game developed by Naughty Dog, designed to fully harness the graphical and technological power of the new generation of consoles, while also reaching a broader audience with its PC release. Story and context. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered takes us back into the harrowing story of Ellie and Joel, set in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by a cordyceps fungus that turns humans into dangerous creatures. The narrative delves into complex themes like revenge, trauma, and humanity amidst despair. In this sequel, Ellie takes center stage, embarking on a journey that forces her to confront her enemies, her emotions, and her past. This remaster preserves the original story, acclaimed for its emotional depth and its ability to leave a lasting impact on players. New features and improvements. This remastered edition includes numerous updates aimed at elevating the game to a new level. Gameplay. The game retains its dynamic combat system, which relies on the creative use of limited resources. Players must blend stealth action and exploration to survive in a hostile world filled with human enemies and infected creatures. The remaster enhances the AI, making encounters more challenging and realistic. Platforms and release. Release date, April 3rd, 2025. Platforms, PC, Steam, and PlayStation 5. Fourth, Feudal Brothers, Tano-sama No. 1, a retro adventure that blends humor and action, set in Japan's Edo period. Take control of two eccentric nobles as they face mysteries and enemies along their journey. This title features a co-op mode to enjoy with friends, along with special functions like rewind and cheats. Feudal Brothers, Tano-sama No. 1 combines retro charm with a unique style. Set in Japan's Edo period, Feudal Brothers, Tano-sama No. 1 merges humor, action, and retro mechanics into a delightful experience. Players guide two quirky nobles who must tackle a mysterious threat while traveling through Japanese landscapes filled with challenges. With graphics and music that evoke the golden days of gaming, the game includes a co-op mode for friends, features like rewind and cheats, and a narrative that mixes the absurd with the epic. It's a title celebrating nostalgia with a modern twist. This retro game is inspired by 16-bit classics, developed by Sunsoft and published by Ratalaika Games. It combines action, adventure, and humor into a unique experience that is being introduced to Western audiences for the first time. Story and premise. Set in Japan's Edo period, the game follows the adventures of two eccentric nobles, Lord Baka, a Japanese feudal lord, and Prince Buffon, a French prince. After receiving messages from their deceased parents, the protagonists embark on a mission to stop a mysterious threat lurking in the shadows. Throughout their journey, they explore Japan and beyond, encountering enemies and solving challenges. The narrative is infused with humor, as the bravery of the characters is matched only by their clumsiness. Gameplay and features. The game offers a mix of action and adventure, with retro mechanics reminiscent of 16-bit classics. Visual style and music. The game retains its retro aesthetic, featuring pixelated graphics that hark back to the classic 16-bit era. The music, originally composed for the game, has been remastered, providing a nostalgic and immersive auditory experience. Platforms and release. Release date, April 4th, 2025. Platforms: Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Steam. Fifth, Tetris the Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye. The legendary Tetris franchise evolves with the Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye, a game designed for the most skilled and competitive players. It features advanced modes like Asuka and Shiranui, challenging players' speed, strategy, and precision through increasingly demanding levels. With a focus on technical mastery and visual spectacle, this title aims to redefine the classic puzzle and elevate the gaming experience to new heights. This highly anticipated fourth installment in the Tetris the Grandmaster (TGM) series, developed by Erica, arrives nearly 2 decades after its predecessor, offering a more strategic and challenging Tetris experience than ever before. Series history. The Tetris the Grandmaster series debuted in 1998 as an arcade game designed for advanced players, renowned for its extreme speed and innovative mechanics. With each installment, the franchise has raised the difficulty bar and introduced new features that have captivated both casual and expert players. Gameplay and game modes. Tetris the Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye retains the essence of the series while introducing new and exciting gameplay modes that challenge players' skills. The game also includes an advanced scoring system and improved rotation mechanics, enabling players to experience deeper and more strategic gameplay. Graphics and music. The game boasts vibrant, modern graphics that enhance the visual experience without losing the series' classic essence. The soundtrack, composed by Shinji Hoso, combines tension and excitement, heightening player concentration and making every match even more thrilling. Platforms and release. Release date, April 4th, 2025. Platforms: PC, Steam. This marks the first time a TGM title is available on PC, broadening its reach to a new generation of players. Sixth, South of Midnight, an action-adventure with a unique visual style set in the deep south of the United States. In South of Midnight, players embark on an action-filled journey through the Deep South, featuring a stop-motion-inspired art style that stands out for its beauty and originality. The game weaves local myths and legends into a captivating narrative, while you explore a world brimming with magical creatures, clever puzzles, and supernatural powers. This unique experience immerses players in a fascinating universe filled with magic and mystery. This action-adventure game, developed by Compulsion Games and published by Xbox Game Studios, blends magical realism, local mythology, and a deeply emotional narrative. Story and premise. The plot follows Hazel, a young woman from Prospero County. When a hurricane devastates her home, Hazel sets off on a mission to rescue her mother, who is swept away by the river's current. This event awakens an unknown power within Hazel, the ability to weave the Great Loom, an invisible thread that connects the world, torn apart by people's traumas and sorrows. As Hazel explores this gothic southern world, she encounters specters and mythological creatures, working to mend the broken threads and save her mother. The narrative unfolds like a folktale at the start of each chapter, guiding players through a story rich in folklore, human emotion, and social conflict. Hazel also discovers she is a threadmincer, able to use magic to heal and overcome obstacles. Gameplay and mechanics. The game blends exploration, combat, and puzzle solving, emphasizing Hazel's powers to restore the loom. The gameplay is linear, making it easier to follow the story without distractions, while collectibles enrich the narrative experience. Visual style and music. South of Midnight's visual style takes inspiration from stop-motion animation, giving characters and environments a handcrafted, unique look. The music, influenced by the rich history of the southern United States, incorporates traditional instruments and lyrical vocals to create an immersive atmosphere. Platforms and release. Release date, April 8th, 2025. Platforms, PC, Windows, Xbox Series X and S, and Game Pass.
This is now. Mama?
7th, Descenders Next. Extreme sports on massive tracks with multiplayer for up to 12 players. Descenders Next takes extreme sports to the next level, offering massive, detailed tracks to test your skills. With a focus on customization, players can tweak their equipment and take on competitive challenges solo or in multiplayer mode. The adrenaline-pumping descents, breathtaking landscapes, and exciting stunts make this title a must-play for thrill seekers. This is the latest installment in the popular extreme sports series developed by Rage Squid and published by No More Robots. This title aims to elevate the downhill experience to new heights, introducing disciplines such as snowboarding and mountainboarding, along with larger and more detailed environments. Story and premise. While Descenders Next doesn't follow a traditional narrative, its focus is on the extreme sports experience. Players dive into a world full of challenging tracks, from snow-capped mountains to dirt terrains, where each descent tests skill and precision. The game encourages creativity and exploration, allowing players to discover their own style while conquering the environment's challenges. Gameplay and features. The game introduces several enhancements and new additions compared to its predecessor. Graphics and visual style. The game boasts improved graphics, featuring detailed environments and visual effects that capture the speed and adrenaline of downhill racing. Landscapes, ranging from snowy mountains to dirt tracks, are designed to be immersive and realistic. Platforms and release. Release date: originally planned for April 9th, 2025, but currently delayed to refine details based on demo feedback. Platforms: PC, Steam, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Eighth, All in Abyss. Judge the Fake. A poker RPG where players challenge witches and expose fraud in a gambling district. Set in the mysterious gambling district known as Abyss. All in Abyss. Judge the Fake invites players to engage in strategic poker battles against witches while uncovering deception. This title combines RPG mechanics with a gripping narrative, exploring the art of manipulation and fraud. With its unique visual design and focus on strategy, the game promises an innovative and thrilling experience. Developed by Acquire Corporation and published by Alliance Arts, this adventure and strategy game blends poker gameplay with an intriguing narrative set in a gambling district full of secrets and mysteries. Story and premise: the game follows Asuha Senahara, a young gambling prodigy who calls herself the genius of chance. Asuha arrives at the city, a district where gambling rules above all else, and faces off against the witches who govern this world of wagers. However, her first defeat reveals that these witches rely not only on luck or skill, but also on tricks and fraud. Determined to seek revenge, Asuha embarks on a mission to uncover their schemes and become the district's queen. The narrative unfolds across chapters, each focusing on a showdown with a witch. As the story progresses, Asuha uncovers dark secrets about the district and the motivations behind the witch's deceit. Gameplay and mechanics: the game combines elements of strategy, investigation, and poker in a unique format. Visual style and music: All in Abyss. Judge the Fake features a dark and elegant visual style, with character designs that reflect themes of gambling and deception. The music, composed by Keiichi Okabe, creates a tense and exciting atmosphere, perfectly complementing the poker matches and narrative moments. Platforms and release. Release date: April 9th, 2025. Platforms: PC, Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 5. 9th, Blueprints. A puzzle and exploration game set in a mansion that changes every day. In Blueprints, players explore a constantly shifting mansion, solving challenging puzzles along the way. Every day, the mansion's rooms transform, presenting new mysteries and challenges for players. With a deep narrative and an emphasis on exploration, this game invites players to uncover hidden secrets while unraveling the truth behind the enigmatic Room 46. This innovative puzzle and strategy game, developed by Dogabomb and published by Raw Fury, combines roguelike elements, mystery, and room-building mechanics to deliver a unique and challenging experience. Story and premise: the game follows Simon, a 14-year-old boy who inherits Mount Holly Mansion after the death of his eccentric grandfather, Baron Herbert S. Sinclair. To claim the inheritance, Simon must overcome a peculiar challenge: find the mysterious Room 46 in a mansion that seemingly only has 45 rooms. The difficulty lies in the ever-changing layout of the mansion, forcing players to rebuild its design to progress and uncover its secrets. The narrative is steeped in mystery, exploring themes such as political intrigue, blackmail, and the disappearance of a children's story author. Each room tells a story and contains clues that help Simon discover the truth behind the mansion and his family. Gameplay and mechanics: Blueprints combines puzzle solving, strategy, and exploration in a roguelike format. Visual style and music. The game stands out with its unique visual style. Inspired by board games and handcrafted animation, rooms are displayed as pieces on a game board, requiring players to strategically connect them to advance. The music, composed by Keiichi Okabe, provides an immersive atmosphere that enhances exploration and moments of tension. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and available on day one through Game Pass. 10th, Monaco 2, a cooperative heist game with procedurally generated levels and 3D graphics. The sequel to the award-winning Monaco takes the heist genre to new heights with stunning 3D visuals and procedurally generated levels. Monaco 2 lets players plan and execute intricate heists in cooperative mode, delivering an experience filled with tension, strategy, and dynamic action. This long-awaited sequel to the acclaimed cooperative heist game Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine, developed by Pocket Watch Games and published by Humble Games, elevates the art of heist planning and execution with improved mechanics and a focus on teamwork. Story and premise. The game is set in the luxurious and corrupt city of Monaco, a place brimming with riches and opportunities for the craftiest criminals. Players take part in an international gang of thieves, each with unique abilities, working together to pull off the most ambitious heists. The narrative unfolds through a structured campaign, where every mission introduces new challenges and unexpected twists. Gameplay and features. Monaco 2 retains the essence of the original while introducing numerous enhancements and innovations. Graphics and visual style. The game features an updated 3D visual style that retains the charm of the original while providing improved detail and depth. The vibrant environments immerse players in the luxurious yet dangerous atmosphere of the city of Monaco. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
This is my empire of
11th, Pocket Bravery, a 2D fighting game with retro aesthetics and mechanics, inspired by classics like Street Fighter. Drawing inspiration from legendary fighting games such as Street Fighter, Pocket Bravery blends retro 2D aesthetics with modern mechanics to deliver exciting matches. With a diverse roster of characters, special moves, and colorful stages, this title is perfect for fans of the fighting genre. This indie fighting game, developed by Statera Studio and published by P-Cube and Pixel Heart, channels the spirit of 90s classics like Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, and The King of Fighters. Combining retro aesthetics with contemporary mechanics, it offers a distinctive experience for fighting game enthusiasts. Story and premise. The game doesn't focus on a complex storyline, but instead delivers a direct and thrilling fighting experience. Each character has their own unique story and motivations, revealed through dialogues and individual endings in arcade mode. Players can uncover the rivalries and connections between fighters as they progress. Gameplay and features. Pocket Bravery mixes classic mechanics with modern innovations to create a combat system that is both accessible and deep. Visual style and music. The game showcases pixel art graphics with a chibi aesthetic, drawing inspiration from titles like Super Gem Fighter Mini-Mix. Vibrant colors and smooth animations give it a contemporary touch while paying homage to the classics. The soundtrack, composed by artists like Angelo Saccato and Douglas Rodriguez, blends retro rhythms with modern melodies to complement the action-packed gameplay. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, PC, Steam, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. 12th, Promise Mascot Agency, a pet management game set in an open world with elements of drama and mystery. In Promise Mascot Agency, players manage a pet agency within an open world filled with intrigue and drama. Recruit, train, and solve problems while uncovering hidden secrets, offering a perfect blend of simulation and engaging storytelling. The game follows Michi Sugawara, an ex-Yakuza nicknamed the Janitor, exiled to the cursed city of Keisomaki after a failed multi-million-yen deal. Presumed dead by his family, Michi must recover 12 million yen to pay off his debt, and his only chance lies in running a pet advertising agency from an abandoned hotel. These pets are not costumes or mascots, but living beings with unique personalities, traumas, and dreams. Among them is Pinky, a grumpy giant finger who serves as Michi's assistant. As Michi rebuilds the agency, he recruits new mascots and takes on jobs for Keisomaki's residents. Along the way, he uncovers a plot involving political corruption, ancestral curses, and economic conspiracies. The narrative weaves absurd humor with poignant moments of drama and introspection, creating a rich, unforgettable experience. Gameplay and features. The game blends management simulation, open-world exploration, and mini-games. Visual style and music. Promise Mascot Agency boasts a vibrant, chaotic visual style with bright colors and unique designs that reflect the eccentricity of Keisomaki. The music, influenced by genres like jazz and Japanese pop, complements the game's atmosphere, delivering an immersive auditory experience. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, PC Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and available day 1 on Game Pass. '13th, Snow Brothers 2 Special. This remake of the 1994 arcade classic features modernized graphics, multiplayer for up to 4 players, and new modes like Monster Challenge, where you can play as the game's enemies. A modernized remake of Snow Brothers 2, with new elves, originally launched in 1994 by Toaplan. This title revives the charm of retro platforming games, delivering a refreshed experience for both veteran and new players. Story and premise. The game follows the adventures of brothers Nick and Tom, who wield the power to throw snowballs to defeat their foes. In this installment, the heroes face off once again against the wicked King Arctic, who has kidnapped princesses Puripuri and Emumimo. Nick and Tom aren't alone on their mission this time. They're joined by 2 new characters, Sandy and Danny, elves with unique abilities, aiding them in this snowy quest. Over the course of more than 50 action-packed levels, filled with enemies and puzzles, the heroes strive to rescue the princesses and restore peace. While simple, the narrative is crafted to evoke the nostalgia of arcade gaming, offering a fun and family-friendly storyline. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, Nintendo Switch and PC Steam. '14th, Star Overdrive, an open-world action-adventure where you explore an alien planet using a hoverboard and a keytar, combining speed, combat, and puzzle-solving in unique biomes. Star Overdrive delivers a thrilling and creative experience. Developed by Caracal Games Studio and published by Dear Villagers, this Nintendo Switch exclusive mixes exploration, creativity, and fast-paced action in a mysterious alien world filled with wonders to uncover. Story and premise. The game follows Bios, a young pilot who intercepts a distress signal and ends up stranded on the alien planet Sabit. In his search for his beloved Noose, Bios must navigate a vast and treacherous world, battling formidable enemies and unraveling the secrets of a lost civilization. Equipped with an advanced hoverboard and a multifunctional keytar, Bios uses music and speed to overcome environmental challenges and uncover the truth behind Noose's disappearance. The narrative unfolds through both main and side missions, emphasizing exploration and interaction with the environment. Each biome tells its own story, from abandoned ruins to vibrant alien landscapes. Gameplay and features. Star Overdrive offers a dynamic and exciting experience, featuring mechanics that blend action, exploration, and creativity. Graphics and visual style. The game features vibrant, detailed graphics that capture the essence of a lively alien world. Visual effects like gravity manipulation and musical explosions add a spectacular touch to the experience. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, exclusive to Nintendo Switch. 15th, The Talos Principle, Reawakened, a remaster of the acclaimed philosophical puzzle game with enhanced graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5, expanded content, and a puzzle editor for creative communities. This remaster of the highly praised The Talos Principle, developed by Croteam and published by Devolver Digital, revitalizes the original experience with improved visuals, additional content, and tools for user-generated puzzles. Story and premise. The game invites players to explore a post-apocalyptic world filled with ancient ruins and advanced technology, confronting profound philosophical questions about existence, artificial intelligence, and free will. In this remaster, players can revisit the original story and the road to Gehenna expansion, while enjoying a new chapter titled In the Beginning, which delves into the origins of the simulation and the challenges of its first test. The narrative unfolds through texts, recordings, and intricately designed environments, delivering an immersive, thought-provoking experience. Gameplay and features. The Talos Principle, Reawakened retains the puzzle mechanics of the original while introducing improvements and additions to enhance the gameplay experience. Graphics and visual style. Rebuilt with Unreal Engine 5, the game boasts stunning visuals featuring advanced lighting, detailed textures, and more immersive environments. Every corner of the Talos Principle's world has been redesigned to fully leverage the capabilities of next-gen consoles and PCs. Platforms and release. Release date, April 10th, 2025. Platforms, PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Much more.